I'm Fredrik Gerten, and I'm the filmmaker.
And I'm Leilani Farha, and I'm the advocate.
My sweetest advocate of all. I mean, there was a time in history when I had a lot of lawyers in my life, and most of them have left my life. But you are the last advocate I have surrounding me, and I'm happy that it was just you.
The last standing lawyer.
Exactly. This is the Pushback Talks, and we are back with our word food. We do this because we don't have time to do anything else. Are you ready to play with some words again to see if our brains are still functioning?
A little word food, Fredrik. Your word. Are you ready? It's a big one. Well, it's what you make of it.
Okay, let's see.
The word is occupied.
Occupied. Oh, meaning being really busy.
Could be.
Sorry, I'm occupied. I can't, no time to talk to you. That's what you normally would tell me all the time. That's that's Leilani. Oh, I'm occupied. And then I tell you, but you can find a little time to make a word food. And then you say, but I don't have time. I'm occupied. But then you find time.
I always find time for you, Fredrik.
Oh, that's nice. Occupied. Yeah, our brains are occupied with a lot of stuff. And in this time in history where there is so much information flying around or disinformation, it fills up our brains, and in some way it confuses us and makes us tired, making us losing our focus on what's important. They occupy our brains. So I think we should free our brains from the occupation. I think that's like the first step. Don't let their language occupy your headspace and your focus. I think that's like the first start. I guess there are also something called physical occupation, taking other people's land, kind of. But it can also be, we learned when we did Push, when we talked to Saskia Sassen, that the financialization in society of, when the big money enters into our home, it's a land grab. It's not only taking away lands in Amazonas or it also happens in our cities that they are occupying land with their money, and that has an effect on us. So occupation is kind of aggressive, and I think we need to fight back, or as we say here in this podcast, push back.
That's right. We need to push back. So I'm about to go off to Lisbon, Portugal, to teach a 3-day course on the right to housing to graduate students in law and undergraduate students in law, just a small cohort of students. And I've been thinking about, I'm not a teacher by nature. It doesn't come easy to me. So I've had to really think about how to make the right to housing interesting for young people. And I've been thinking about what happens when you take a word and think about it from a legal point of view versus when you just take a word and think about it from your personal point of view. So I think that word occupied.
You are a lawyer.
A lawyer.
Tell me, occupation from the lawyer's perspective.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Exactly. So, I loved what you did because you started with the way in which we think about being occupied and preoccupied, right? Our minds are busy and we're so busy, and life is always so busy, especially for a documentary filmmaker and for an advocate. But then the word occupation means something in international law, and it's illegal. And certainly Israel's occupation of Palestine and now Lebanon is illegal.
And parts of Syria.
And parts of Syria. And there's other places that are occupied that people don't talk about as much, like Western Sahara. And even the Kurds in Turkey feel they're occupied. Tibetans feel they're occupied. So there's a lot of occupation that goes on that is illegal from an international law point of view. And it changes how we look at the word occupation, occupied. And I certainly grew up with it as a legal term, mostly, the occupied Palestinian territories, which we now know, thanks to the International Court of Justice, is an illegal occupation. They said that 2 summers ago, July 2024. So to me, it's interesting that these words, we use them in everyday parlance, but that they actually do have some legal import, even if no one cares about international law anymore.
Oh, come on. A lot of people care about international right.
Most of us do, actually.
I can totally understand the feeling that nobody cares.
Or the leaders don't care.
Not enough of leaders care.
Yeah.
And that's will make those leaders, they're kind of disqualifying themselves. And the future will condemn them greatly.
Hopefully.
I think it's, now I'm floating out of thoughts, but I was thinking of when now Trump got even more crazy and even before that when Biden was supporting Israel's violence on Gaza.
Yes.
But then Trump went even more crazy when the tariffs and all this. I think, okay, who will step out? There is a space. There is a space to stand up for some kind of dignity and something. And so now I thought, will it be Germany? It wasn't Germany.
No way.
Would it be Keir Starmer in the UK? A good possibility for a progressive human rights lawyer as a prime minister, but it wasn't the UK. And would it be a smaller nation like Denmark or Sweden or Norway?
Yep.
Not totally.
No.
Suddenly, it's Spain who steps out.
Amazing.
Who would have imagined? And now, around that energy, things are happening.
Yeah.
Because now more people find that they can speak out. And it's not so dangerous. You don't have to be afraid of saying what you think.
Yeah.
And, we here in Europe, we have something called Eurovision.
Yes.
It's like a song contest organized by the European Broadcasting Union. And of some reason, Israel is a part of this broadcasting union, even if they're not European. But now more and more countries are saying, if Israel is in, we will not be there. The Irish were first out, now the Dutch, the Spanish, the Slovenia said, instead of broadcasting the song contest, we will play Palestinian films all night. I
love it.
So
I love it. I didn't hear that. That's amazing. When is this Eurovision? When does it happen?
I should know. It's quite soon, I guess.
Okay.
There is so much every day about it.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Oh, I haven't been following. I have to start following.
We had it here in Malmo last year,
Yeah.
was it? So it was a militarized city, also because of the presence of Israel. But now it's really breaking out. So a lot of countries are not participating if Israel is there.
Right.
And this is big because this competition is important for many broadcasters. It's where they get a lot of audience. It's very popular. So it comes with a cost.
And do you think that Spain taking the position it has politically has encouraged this whole pushback against Eurovision and Israel's participation?
I think Spain is a part of it.
Yeah.
Also, Ireland is important because Ireland was also really a country where the Eurovision very early on, this is from the 60s, like this competition is really old. And I think the Irish really loved it very early on. So they have a tradition of, winning and coming with good songs and so on. If you can call it good songs, it doesn't matter. But, so interesting about occupation or being occupied. That will occupy a lot of space in our newspapers for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And I liked what you said about financialization as a form of occupation, occupying cities, this big money, big capital coming in. And I think that's quite quite right. I talk about that as a new form of colonialism. I talk about that in my forthcoming book.
What's the title of your new book?
Not telling you. Gotta wait. Beginning of June, it'll be announced.
Okay, so now it's time for me to hit you all over again. I will give you a springtime word. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Dandelion.
Oh. Dandelions are the Cinderella of flowers. Let's put it that way. I know they're considered a weed, but they're so beautiful. You know, that deep yellow color. If you get a field of dandelions, which, you know, a lot of North Americans would be like, oh, dandelions, they're ruining my lawn. But I love the look of all these dandelions.
I also love them.
Yeah.
We have this image of dandelions that could kind of break through asphalt. You know, they're
Exactly,
surviving
hardy.
everything. So they are in some way also rebellious. You know,
Yes,
they don't
yes.
take shit. They just go and make seeds.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one of the first times I was in Geneva, well before I was special rapporteur. I remember on a menu seeing dandelion salad. And I was like, you know, North American. I'm like, oh, dandelion salad, yuck. And then someone's like, no, you have to. I forget who I was with, but a woman from Quebec. And she said, oh, no, you must try it. And I tried it. It was, of course, delicious. And then I grew to love the dandelions. And I get dandelions. I have a lawn, a backyard with a lawn. And I get dandelions because it's moist and I live near a river. And I do pluck them. I don't eat them. I don't think these are the good ones to eat.
No, and they're hard to pluck also because they will not survive so long time at home. But
Yes.
they're beautiful. They're beautiful. And, you know, the poster for my latest film, Breaking Social, we have a dandelion.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Which is like...
Which is a different kind of dandelion. The one, I guess there's two. Oh, no, that's where it grows into this...
this big...
The ball that's
fluffy
like...
ball.
Fluff,
and, and then you can blow it. And then the seeds are spreading through the
That's
wind.
right. Yeah.
And it's a symbol of good thoughts spreading out.
You know what's funny, Fredrik, about that puffy, light dandelion? You know I have a dog. His name is Bean. He's, in fact, in Push the Film. Bean loves to eat the tops of those dandelions, this fluff.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't know if it's that he wants to eat it or if it's like a game for him that he snaps at it and then it disappears.
That's good. I like that. Do you know that the dandelion is one of the 2 most common species in the world? I don't know which the other one is. If there are any listener knows who the other species is that is so spread. And the Latin word for it is taraxacum, which then comes from Arabic taraxacun, which means bitter herb.
Oh.
So you see?
There
So
you go.
it's possibly Arabic term with Persian origin. So we're back into the region where somebody wants to bomb them down to another kind of history.
This is, I mean, just to speak about that for a second, what I find so remarkable is the lack of respect, knowledge, the ignorance around the culture of what people call the Middle East, I call the Arab world, the history, the fact that we were the seat of civilization, the incredible...
The Persians wouldn't like to be called Arab world, though.
No. But what do we call it? I don't know what to call it, but Middle East is an invention of the colonized.
That's the British way of describing the world, of course, yeah.
But just to say, like, I find it breathtaking that the United States and Israel would be bombing these ancient and beautiful historic places in Iran. You know, like, I've dreamed of going to Iran. I've never been there. I'm sure you have. Have you?
No.
No, you haven't.
I would love to go.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's been really dangerous for a long time because they have an extremely hostile fascist regime. So, and then they take people as hostages and put them, I mean, it's...
Yes. No, it's been dangerous for some
but
time.
But I know a lot of Iranian people, both living in Iran and or living in exile. But I mean, there's a lot of... it's a culture with a deep tradition and
deep and beautiful. I mean, the architecture, even the modern architecture. I saw an exhibit of some of the ways they're using brick now in taking old brick and repurposing it and building beautifully designed buildings. And it's like, can we please separate a regime from the role it's played in history, the current regime versus the beautiful historical sites in a place like Iran or a place like Lebanon or a place like Palestine. I mean, the idea that governments think it's okay to just destroy this history, I find it, honestly, Fredrik, I find it breathtaking. Like,
it
what
is
we're
breathtaking.
losing, right? What we're losing.
And I gave you the word dandelion, and now you're talking about...
That's me, not linear, not a linear thinker.
It's
I
fine.
may be a lawyer, but I'm not linear.
It's all good. It's all good. But you know that dandelions are immigrants to North America.
Ah, I did not know that. You've done your dandelion research.
Yeah, I do that. So you didn't have them before you guys came over.
Right.
So it's imported from Europe, but now it's a part of your backyard, all over North America.
It is.
So,
it is.
And that's the power of immigration.
There we go.
Yeah. So immigrants, they also bring beauty, like dandelions.
Absolutely.
And they also bring rebellions, like dandelions can inspire to.
Mm-hmm.
So long live all the fields of dandelions.
Okay. That's a nice place to end. Thanks, Fredrik.
Thank you. And you, our sweet listeners out there, please comment, tell your friends, subscribe to the podcast. I mean, all those kind of things that helps so other people can find Pushback Talks. Help us, and we will get some more energy out of that. That's all.
That's all.
See you soon, Leilani.
See you later.
Pushback Talks is produced by WG Film. To support the podcast, become a patron by going to patreon.com/pushbacktalks. Follow us on social media at make_the_shift and push_the_film. Or check out our websites, maketheshift.org, pushthefilm.com, or breakingsocialfilm.com.